Okay, so we're closing off this week with a bunch of news related to Pokémon GO. Some good and some bad, but if you want to protect your account, this video is going to be extremely important. It turns out that a lot of accounts are getting deleted simply because of something that those players do in Peridot. I'm going to be talking about all of that in today's video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Hey, how's it going everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula. I hope you're having a good day and welcome to today's Pokemon GO video. Okay, so real quick, I want to talk about some really good news. Some players in New Zealand were reporting that a Great Raid box has been added into the Pokeshop, and this is looking to be one of the best deals we've had in a long time. For 850 Pokecoins, you can get 15 Raid Passes, 1 Star Piece, and 1 Lucky Egg. This is insanely good in terms of value, so if you want some green raid passes for those in-person raids, then this is a box that you absolutely must buy. Okay, now that I mentioned that, let's talk about the main issue that is currently going on in Pokemon GO, more specifically tied to Peridot, their brand new game. So, when you create an account in Peridot, you're actually creating a Niantic account, not necessarily an account that's specific to Peridot. So, why is this significant? Well, if you delete your account in Peridot, you're actually deleting your account for all of Niantic's games. That includes Pokemon GO. A player on Twitter recently discovered this. They deleted their Peridot account after trying out the game, and when they tried to log into Pokemon GO, they found that their account no longer existed. I do not even know if this is an issue with the game, like this is not an intended behavior, but if this is the case, then Niantic needs to address this immediately because there's players out there who are trying out Peridot and they're finding that the game is not for them. So what do? They delete their account because they don't necessarily want to play again. And yeah, that actually ends up deleting their Pokemon GO account on top of it. And that is going to create a lot of angry players, no doubt. Like, people are trying out Peridot. Like, the game is actually launching in a pretty stable state. But in terms of the gameplay of Peridot, it's not necessarily anything exciting, and I've talked about this ad nauseum. So generally, Pokemon GO players are going to test it out either out of curiosity or because they are genuinely wanting to play the game. And if they decide not to play the game and they decide to delete their account, yeah, that's going to be disastrous for all of their other Niantic games. Now, I do not know if you can get your account restored if you end up deleting your account this way, but Niantic really needs to do something about this because there's a lot of players out there who are ending up without their Pokemon GO accounts. Now, if you are trying out Peridot and you decide not to play the game, do not delete your Peridot account. What you can do is uninstall the game and just not play it again, but I highly suggest you leave your account there. There is a button that is pretty prominent that does ask you if you want to delete your account. Absolutely do not touch that button because you're going to end up deleting your Pokemon GO account, and that is going to be really bad for you. I really do not know how something like this could slip through the cracks. Obviously, Pokemon GO is going to be a benchmark game for Niantic, and I really do think that for a lot of Pokemon GO players, if they were to have their account deleted, that would be devastating, considering the amount of money and time that most players spend on Pokemon GO. So to have all of that deleted because you were unaware that deleting your Peridot account would also delete your Pokemon GO account, yeah, I really feel like that's a huge oversight in terms of design over at Niantic. So I really do think this is something that Niantic needs to take care of. Like, they need to restore those accounts that got deleted, and they need to make it clear that if you delete your account in Peridot, it's also going to delete those accounts in all of Niantic's other games. But in any case, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I would love to know your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about down below. Are you excited about that new Great Raid box? Are you furious about this whole thing with Peridot accounts? Definitely share why in the comments down below, and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then do consider checking out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way within Pokemon GO, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. Alright, and that's going to be it. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.